this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and I wanted to do a video today and give you some information on compatibility with the signs. Now, the signs that I'm going to go through each sign from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to let you know how you get along with each sign. But when you watch your video, just know that there's more to a sign than a sun sign or just one element, okay? So maybe when you watch this video, you may want to compare sun signs or moon signs or ascendants. You may want to look at your Venus or your Mars, okay? But it's more than just one sign. I just want to make that clear, okay? Well, here we go. Capricorn. This is Capricorn compatibility video. And basically, what are some key traits about Capricorn? Capricorn is serious. They get young when they're older. You know, Capricorns can be really mature children. And then when they're older, they kind of loosen up a little bit, you know. Really responsible, the workers of the zodiac, very serious. They're known to be the least emotional sign, okay? So what we're looking for is you're looking for a partner who is pretty much going to be not so emotional, not so crazy emotional because you're like, oh my God, I don't want to handle this emotion stuff, you know, and not so clingy, you know, because you do like your space and let's face it, you're probably workaholic, depending on where your Capricorn is in your chart. So let's get started. So let's say that you're a Capricorn and you are dating an Aries. Well, was this going to go well with you? Is Aries going to go okay? Well, it will. Aries is an okay sign for you, but Aries is known to be the child of the zodiac, where you're like the old adult. not like you're old, but you know what I mean. You're more mature. And Aries is like the child of the zodiac, so it kind of gets into things and then doesn't think, and then, oh my God, what did I do? So you may be more serious in terms of things in a relationship. And I'll be honest, if you're not really, I want to say, making things interesting for your Aries, not that you have to entertain them, but in a way, kind of, because they get bored easy. So if Aries is not having a good time in the relationship and they're like, oh my God, you know, what's going on? You may lose your Aries. They may say, you know, screw this, I'm done. Because Aries does like a challenge, but I will say for the most part, they like, you know, Aries wants to be, they like a little bit of a challenge. But if it's too boring or it's not interesting for them, they're gone, you know. You have to keep things mentally going for an Aries, you know. And it has to be a little bit exciting, you know. So if it's too bland, too normal, too ordinary, we're just, you know. So it's not going to be the best option for you, okay? Taurus, now that's a better option. So if you're dating a Taurus, Taurus is going to be like stability, security. So the fact that you work a lot, they're not going to mind, you know. It's like, oh, I understand this because I like security, I like stability. So they're going to be on your same page, okay? So like, I want to say, you know, earth signs, which is a Taurus, and both of you are earth signs, and you both are thinkers. So you think of emotion before feeling them. So you're more rational in that regard. You don't act out your emotions right away. You really think first before acting. I want to say that both of you value stability and security, so that's why you're really going to get along. And I want to say, for the most part, your relationship, it's not going to be big, huge emotions. You know what I mean? It's going to be more on, I want to say, security and intellect, and I want to say mostly security, you know? Security, and you know, both of you are down to the resources of the relationship. It's going to be really important to both of you. Status may be important to both of you. Okay. Okay, so Capricorn and Gemini. Well, this isn't such a good combination either, because Gemini is fickle with its affections, you know, and Capricorn is more serious. So if you're with a Gemini and you're being treated like an option rather than a priority, I don't think Capricorn's really going to stick around. You know, Capricorn, they're not the most emotional sign, and I want to say the more emotional signs are the signs that may stick around when they're being treated that way. And because even though Capricorn is not the most emotional sign, it doesn't mean they don't have emotions. They do. They just don't, they're not overly emotional, and they feel uncomfortable when someone really is super emotional. So for you guys, it's easier for you to say walk, to walk when you're not being treated right. You're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. Peace out. So, you know, Gemini, not that Gemini is a bad sign. It's an intellectual sign. But one thing with Gemini is it's, you know, it tends to like, it's a very sexual sign. And it tends to be like, well, I like Mary, Susan, and Josephine, and I'm not sure, I can't decide. And Capricorn will say, well, I'll decide for you. Bye-bye. So, you know, Capricorn is serious. That's why. They're not really into something that's not stable or secure for themselves. You know, it takes them a little bit to, you know, I want to say they intellectualize the relationship. They're like, is this good for me? Is it not good for me? And, you know, maybe I should go on my own, you know. So Capricorn will really think about things in that regard. Now, Capricorn and Cancer, this sign gets together a lot. There's a lot of Cappy Cancers dating. And the reason is, and I'm sorry to keep doing this to my hair, but it's frizzy and it's itching me. The reason that these guys get together a lot is because you're each other's opposite sign, and there's a lot of attraction. It's like bow chicka bow wow when you meet each other, and because you represent the shadow side of each other, you're each other's opposite sign. So Cancer sees you as, wow, this girl or guy is so stable, so secure, and you know, I so appreciate everything that, you know, I don't know, I think that they appreciate the side of you that is doing the outside work thing. A lot of Cancers, not all, are doing the domestic housewife thing, you know? But they admire you in career. They admire you in, you know, you're trying to achieve status in the world, okay? Now, you look at Cancer and you admire and you say, wow, you know, this person is so lovey-dovey and I get a kiss them, you know, it's a little awkward for you, even though emotions are a little, you know, awkward for you because you're not really comfortable with that part of your life, but you like, you know, I think that for the most part, a lot of Capricorns grew up in a household where feelings were understood and not really talked about, okay? It's kind of like mom and dad didn't give me hugs and kisses, but, you know, they bought me stuff. Mom worked a lot, so she bought me stuff. I knew she loved me because she bought me things for my birthday and she got me things. You know, it's like that. And so, you know, you may have felt that. And so, like, there weren't maybe a lot of I love yous or hugs and kisses at home. People weren't really touchy-feely, or, you know, you didn't see mom and dad kissing or whatever. So these people tend to have, depending on where it is in their chart, grown up in a more colder environment where when you meet a Cancer who's totally opposite, and this person is, oh, I love you, giving you kisses and hugs, and I made you a special lunch for work, or, oh, I made your special, you know, your favorite dinner, and, you know, I'm so happy, and this is new to you, and you're like, I kind of like this, I could live with this. The problem starts when Cancer wants that back, and Cancer starts asking you questions like, do you love me? What are your feelings for me? I told you what my feelings were for you. And you may be like a deer in the headlights, or like you're stuck in a corner and all you want to do is escape because you're not comfortable with expressing these feelings. Even though you like it, you like feeling that someone loves you and stuff, this is not a comfort zone for you. So there could be issues with your Cancer partner because your Cancer partner may say, you don't love me because you don't tell me, and I don't feel like you love me. And you may feel like your partner is needing constant reassurance that you love them. And you're like, I don't know what else to do. I bring home a nice paycheck and I buy her everything she wants, but I don't get it, you know? And it's because one of you is a feeler and one of you is a thinker. You're a thinker and he or she is a feeler. So they need to feel that from you. So, you know, in order for a relationship this sign to work, and the reason I'm going in depth with this because I get a lot of calls with Cancer Capricorns. And Cancer is always thinking Capricorn doesn't love them. And Capricorn, I talk to the partner, and it's like, well, I do. It's, you know, I'm doing my part. I just don't feel comfortable with, like, I gotta tell his or her I love her all the time. You know, how many times? But you know what it is? You know, And this is why, honestly, what attracted you to that partner in the first place is because the way they doted on you is what they're wanting back, you know. So anyhow, a lot of Cappy Cancers dating, so crazy. All right, so what is the other next sign? Capricorn and Leo. Yes, I'm like, oh my God, 9 minutes already. Okay, Capricorn and Leo. This sign, not so much. The reason is Leo is kind of the sun. It represents by the sun. It gets attention no matter where it goes, and it's you know, and Capricorn is the serious sign. It's the work sign. It's not into pretension, and it's into you know, it's not into pretension at all. And let's face it, Leo is the attention sign of the zodiac. It's the sign that gets all the attention, and it gets attention no matter what it tries to do. And you know, Capricorn doesn't really, you know, Leo would say, I want you to pay attention to me, and I want this, and you know, Capricorn would be more like, you know, it's not really good with expressing its feelings, and Leo's a very passionate sign, and you know, it's just not the best combo. Let's put it that way. It's just Capricorn is very serious, and Leos can be about themselves, and Capricorn hates pretension, and they don't like that. I want to say Capricorn is very realistic, you know, and Leo is like, it's all about me. Didn't you see me walk in? I'm awesome. Didn't you notice? And Capricorn's like, really? Are you serious? Like, really? You're really thinking this? And I don't care if you're an actor or an actress. Because, you know, Leos, they're very dramatic. And if you're an actor or an actress, Capricorn is not going to be the type of person who's like, you know, a big fan who follows around this actress or an actor and like, oh my God, I love all your shows and I love you and all this. Capricorn's not like that. Capricorn's like, yeah, and you're a person just like me, you know, no pretension, you see. So these people aren't going to really value and be kind of liking somebody like that, you know. I mean, they may like actors or actresses, but it's not like they're going to be gaga. Okay, Capricorn and, this hurts my ear. Capricorn and Virgo go along really well together. Both of them are very realistic sign. Virgo's criticalness doesn't really bother Capricorn, and the fact that Capricorn is a go-getter in life and really goes for the gusto when it comes to career and really pushes forward, Virgo really values. So they get along really well. I don't really see a lot of huge issues between these two. I think Virgo sometimes may feel like the same way, you know, Capricorn, he or she's not telling me what they feel, and I don't know where I stand with this person. But for the most part, it's a really good match. Okay, Capricorn and Libra. You guys, I want to say not the best sign. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Libra likes to feel like they're in a relationship, and they're like, you know, like they like the harmony, and Capricorn is not the sign of bells and whistles. Let's face it, it's very serious. It's not the, you know, like, we're going to have fun, and, you know, it's serious. It's a person for Capricorn is a person who values, who's very serious, who values work, who values responsibility, and, you know, and Libra, like, well, even though they like to be glamorous and stuff, they want to have fun. And Capricorn doesn't care about glamour. You know, Capricorn is like, I really don't care that they're this. Now, if you said I'm a CEO of a bank, Capricorn's like, I value that person. See? Or if you said they're about status, you know. So if you said, well, I'm a, you know, I'm a comedian and I'm famous, that's not really, you know. They like somebody who is more into like corporate ladder kind of thing, you know. So, but they're into status, they are. The only way that they're pretentious is like status, like as in, you know, I don't know, I live in a really good area, you know, and they say that they live in a really good area. That's a status thing for them, you know, or I drive this type of car. It shows status, you know. They're pretentious in that way, but not with people. Okay. So, alrighty, so Libra, not so much. Okay, Capricorn and Scorpio, definitely a no, 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 and a no. The reason is Scorpio is so intense, and Capricorn is not really in tune with his emotions, or, no, I don't want nasty stuff saying, I'm in tune with my emotions, and that is not true. you have to look at your whole chart. But Capricorn, the sign itself, is the least emotional sign of the zodiac. And I don't care if you're offended, but it is a fact, okay? So depending on where you have Capricorn and what planets you have, you may be emotional, you may be a sensitive person, but it depends on what planet is in that Capricorn, okay? So, or if it's ascendant or, you know, sun or whatever. Okay, so if you say Capricorn and Scorpio, Scorpio's a very intense sign. It is so intense that Capricorn is like hell to the no. I'm not dealing with this. They do not like drama. Capricorn, earth signs, Tauruses too, do not like drama. No, 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 no. And if they feel like this person is really intense or there could be drama, and not that Scorpios are drama, but, you know, let's face it, Scorpios are very intense. So when they feel something, it's like, I'm going to say it. Or I feel intense about this. Are we a couple or not? And to a Capricorn, that's drama. It's like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, no, don't even want to bother. Thanks, but no thanks. Peace out. So, you know, I just feel like that is so not the way you want to go. You know, Capricorn and Scorpio is just like, depending on other stuff in your chart. I mean, if you have, you know, Capricorn in your 8th house, you could be an intense Capricorn. Could be. But if not, then probably not. So anyway, we're just talking about the signs here. So, all right, the next one, 9, Sagittarius. So if you're a Capricorn and you're dating a Sagittarius, not so much. You know, Sagittarius is about adventure, excitement, and travel and doing all these things. And not that Capricorn hates these things, but Capricorn is more like serious and like grounded and more about the corporate ladder and building, you know, status in their life. And I don't think Sag is all about status. Sag is more about knowledge and learning and spirituality. And this isn't, basically, they're 2 different types of people, but I don't think that has a lot in common. So, all right, so Capricorn and Capricorn. Well, this one may be, you guys may be competitive, you know. I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. And you might be like, well, you know, I'm the CEO. Well, you know, it's like, I'm the president. No, I'm the CEO. Well, who cares? You know, like, you guys could be competitive in the way that what you're achieving in life, you know, or like, you know, I drive a Jaguar. Well, I drive a Rolls Royce or whatever it is, you know. You guys could be competitive. Like, Capricorn is a pretty competitive sign, especially when it comes to work and status. So 2 Cappies get together, I assume that both are going to be successful. And you could be competitive, you could get along, because I think that your goals are probably going to be the same, being successful and resourceful and serious. You both be very serious. So, but usually signs who date each other, the only ones that really, 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 you know, hit it off are Scorpios, Taurus, usually. But anyway, okay, here we go. What do we talk about? Okay, Capricorn, Aquarius. Now, this is okay. This is an okay combination. It's not horrible, but I don't see bells and whistles with this. I don't see a lot of attraction, because Aquarius can be very detached and in their head, and Capricorn could just be detached as far as being a workhorse and like not wanting to deal with their emotions. And Aquarius has emotions, but doesn't always want to talk about them. So I don't see a lot going on here. Just saying. So if you have Capricorn, Pisces, I want to say this could be not so good. Pisces is really deep emotions, you know, and Capricorn doesn't really like to deal with emotions, even though dating a Cancer is the most emotional sign in the zodiac, and even they get along because of each other's shadow side, okay? But for the most part, Pisces and Capricorn, not so much, you know. And Pisces, like I say before, can be very, some Pisces, not all, have this I don't know kind of thing about them. Like, it's a spaciness. And they may be like, if you ask them, they'd be like, I don't know. Like, I just feel this way, or I'm not sure. And like, because they're very psychic, Pisces, and they're usually mixing their emotions with others. So it makes them kind of indecisive sometimes. And this to a Capricorn could be bothersome. Just saying. So, and here's the thing. Capricorn isn't, not that Capricorns don't like creative people or creativity, but they're more like, I want things proven to me. or how to, you know, they like things black and white, you know, and Pisces is all about faith, you know, so this sign I wouldn't say is the most compatible. Anyway, this is my synopsis of the Capricorn compatibility. I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment below. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so for more videos. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.